Hey, what's going on, guys? Golden here. Welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be going over DeadLock, and we're going to talk about the Doorman. He basically just released today, and already just a few hours into his release, I made a pretty good build, at least in my opinion, that I would use for Doorman. And of course, I'm not going to gatekeep this build. I already uploaded it to, the whole DeadLock thing. So look for star spirit damage slash Doorman build. Here is the build ID right here. If you guys are interested in taking up this build, I basically kind of want to talk about Doorman, explain his abilities, and also just go over some stuff, with, of course, the build. So Doorman is a bit of a complicated character. He is really good in the damage healing department. Of course, he, in a way, like his gun, is like Holiday, where he has a small amount of bullets, but big amounts of damage. But really, where these big amounts of damage are going to be coming from are from his abilities. So as we can see here, we have the call bell and the luggage cart. These two are probably going to be your best friends when dealing with enemies here, like 7, for example. So usually one combo that I would like to do is, spam that, bam, bam. And then kind of finish him off from there. So we're just going to kill 7 here, just get them reset. So Doorman isn't really the easiest character to play, and I would definitely recommend somebody who is very advanced at the game to play him, just because his moveset is quite hard to hit, and you can't really be missing or making mistakes with this character. And the portal is a very situational use here. So as you can see here, we have his portal that he could go through. Of course, you could shoot through it as well, just like that. Once you get to a certain point with the portal, where is it right here? At level 2, you're able to get a barrier. So once you go through the portal for the first time, it's not limited to your first time, but it's limited in the time from when you open up that door. Just in general, you get a nice little barrier. So if we go do that, okay, you're going to see here on the left, next to the health, I got a little barrier, and of course this levels up alongside your spirit and just your level in general. So it's pretty good to use if you're trying to escape from enemies as well. I think that Doorman is pretty good in that regard. You just have to play very strategically from him. So, of course, we have the call bell here. I'm just going to level everything up for the sake of it. The call bell is basically like Seven's fucking voltage ball, and all you gotta do is just throw it. So once they first get into it, they take damage. But once you shoot it, that's where it does massive amounts of damage like that. So it's basically a double hit item, but you do basically have to shoot it in order to activate it. The luggage cart is a little bit harder to use because there's a bit of a delay when doing it. So you gotta be very strategic in that corridor, whether, how you use it. So basically what I would recommend for a combo for this character would be to hit him with the luggage cart, hit him with the bell, and of course explode the bell as they're stunned. So obviously I don't have any items on me right now, but you could see how much damage that is just doing. Of course these are all just leveled up, but you guys get the point. So I think what I recommend when you're first going into the game is to, of course, get the call bell and then get the luggage cart and save the doorway for your last upgrade before you get your ultimate. The ultimate is, I would say, decent. It's a really 50-50 chance if a enemy is going to be able to escape the ultimate. I can't really give you guys an example of that since I'm playing alone here. So yeah, all you gotta do for the combo is, hit them with this, hit them with that. While they're stunned, you could just bam with that. Now, obviously, the stun comes after you get the, third upgrade for the cart. But even then, people are still going to be put against a wall just in time for enough for you to be able to shoot the bell. So, if you're wondering what the ult is like, the ult's just like this. So as you can see, it does take a pretty big chunk off their health. So this is the build right here. Basically what we're going for is for spirit and also gun damage. This is going to be your best bet for being able to kill enemies. Of course we have Heal Bane here for anti-heal, and we have something like Leech and Inhibitor in order to basically just level yourself up at that point. So if we go for all these items here, you're going to start going crazy with this character. You're really going to see where the power comes from with this character. Obviously, I'm not fully leveled up here, so the more that you level up over time, and of course, this isn't 100% accurate to what you're going to be doing. This is just an example. So if you do this build, just like that, you see how much damage it does. If we want to go into Hero Labs, we could go up to 1600 damage just with this combo alone. And the ultimate here is definitely going to be doing a lot more, because this is a spirit-based thing. I think if you just hit them with the bell... Oh, God. Yeah, so because this thing right here, his ultimate is spirit-based, I think that'd be a good idea, just to hit him with the cart, the call bell, and then hitting the guest hotel, only because it does massive amounts of damage. I don't think there's anything really too special with the upgrades for the door. Yeah. Just upgrading, you know, your health and so on with the damage barrier. As you can see here, it went up alongside with my level. And this character is not like Shiv, where you have to deal mass amounts of damage or grind up anything. That's kind of technically why I do have something like Boundless Spirit and Escalating Exposure on, because once you do hit this combo right here, you'll be able to do, as I said, as you can see here, mass amounts of damage. That in total, with half these items, goes up to 1600. So I definitely recommend it. Of course, the build, again, on the build browser, you get the build ID here. I'll put the link in the description. But there's not really any other combos I could possibly think of with Doorman. I just think that using the luggage cart and the call bell is probably going to be your best bet on dealing damage to enemies. He really is more of a 1v1 type character slash a support character. So always make sure that you have somebody nearby, because I don't think that he's basically like the greatest character for, you know, solo leveling a bunch of people. He could definitely solo, but you really have to be lucky with your shots, especially, you know, with his gun being as bad as it is. I had to put on, you know, the extra ammo and, of course, express shot and stuff like that, just so you could really feel like the pure damage of this guy's, you know, gun. Mostly because it does shoot very slow by default, so having this gun build that I have on definitely shreds them. Of course, as I said, this is more of a gun spirit build, so I have, what, Spirit Shredder on, so what I think you could do is just hit him with one of these, do that, and, yeah, get their resistant down with the, you know, spirit, bam, just like that. So yeah, I think Doorman's a pretty decent character. I don't think that he's going to be a character I'm going to main, but he is decent nonetheless, and I think that people should definitely give him a shot. I was able to play him for the first day, or I was actually able to play him for the first time right after the update came out. I was very lucky to be able to play as him, and he's not that bad of a character, and I think that 50k or 59k souls here for this build is pretty reasonable. I probably could have done better, but currently I feel like this is kind of like the one build that like I personally mess with the most. Obviously, if you guys want to make your own build, you can. But yeah, that's my little introduction to Doorman.